Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope y'all been doing good. I hope everybody been blessed. I just hope y'all been having a magnificent year in 2021 as well as I've been having. I hope you all are staying safe and blessed. Today, I would love to talk about worth. Do y'all know your worth? You know what you are worth. Do you know your worth on this earth? You know that you are capable and unlimited to having everything that you want on this earth and that you're worth. But if you don't know your worth, you can't get to the blessings and to the things that you want in life because you don't know your worth. When a person doesn't know their worth and doesn't believe in their own self, believing that you can conquer everything. You can have the nice home. You can have the fancy cars, the fancy job, the nice everything. You can have the love life. You are worth everything. You are worthy to have all these things. But if you don't believe in yourself or your inner being and believe that you are worthy to have these things, then guess what? You're going to keep settling for nothing. You're going to keep settling for less. You're going to keep picking up the wrong boyfriends. You're going to keep picking up the wrong girlfriends. You're going to keep picking up the wrong things until you know your worth and you love yourself for who you are. Knowing your worth, number one rule is to love yourself first. When you love yourself first and knowing your worth, nothing can come and destroy you. No one can come and lie to you and trick you and fool you because you know your worth. If you don't know your worth, it's very easy for insiders and outsiders to get in very quickly because you don't know your worth. When you sitting there going off of what somebody else is telling you instead of believing your own inner being or what you know you are worth and what you know you are capable of having and what you know you can do. We stop our own selves in life by not knowing what we are worth. When you take the time to study yourself and to know that you are worthy of everything that the university has to offer in the world, you are worthy to have it too. It's not just certain people are picked. You need to understand that and know it very clearly. If you don't know your worth, then you will be one of those people that will always think that the rest of the people were picked. And that certain people are picked just to have riches and different things in life. That's not true. Everybody is all capable to have whatever you want. You have to go out there and know what you are worth. And you don't give up on yourself and you don't doubt yourself. And you don't allow anyone around you that would speak negativity or doubt you or what you feeling that you are worth and what you know. When you know your worth, you stay positive and you stay strong and you stand firmly on what you worth. Most of the time they call some of the women bougie. They think they bougie because they know they work. They walk with their head up high and it's nothing you can tell them to come down. It's not that they bougie, it's that they know they work. They know what they stand for on this earth. So when they conquer and they get all the things that the university has to offer and they receive it as well as all the other millions and billions of people that understood it, and once they were able to understand their worth and know who they were able and capable to go and get what they want. Because when you know your worth, nothing can stop you anymore. Your fear and your self inner being won't stop you anymore because you're going to know your worth and you're going to stand up for yourself and you're going to believe I can have it all too. The world is mine. I get it if I want it. If you don't want it, then of course it's going to pass you up and you're going to think everybody else around you is moving faster and moving more than what you should be moving. It's all about knowing your worth. Know who you are. Y'all need to stand on knowing who you are. I say all the time, do self-examination of yourself. You're going to be able to figure yourself out and notice your weakness. You're going to notice the things that you're not strong in, and that's where you start working at to get yourself better, to start believing in yourself more. A lot of us can understand, and I hope you understand this. Fear, it comes to do two things in your life. Understand this, my dear friends and family. Fear can only do two things in your life. It will either help you or it will stop you. I will give you examples so you can understand both of them. Fear can destroy you by you being too scared to believe in yourself. You're too afraid that you can't do anything that other people can do, and you feel you're not worthy. Because maybe you done grew up in a lifestyle or in a household where people put you down all your life. I was one of them. I had to break out of my own fear. If I broke out of my fear, it's no excuse that you cannot break out of your fear. That's one way it can destroy you, by stopping you to accomplish the things and the goals that you want and you know you are worthy of. Because you're going to fear it so bad for what other people done brainwash and put in your mind to where you feel you're nothing and you can't move on. When you let something or someone or even yourself have that much control over your mind and life, you really need help. You need to get yourself some help, because nothing should ever take everything of your life. Fear and people should not destroy you. That should be something that helps you. Another way fear can help you. Fear can help you by saving you out of some situations. I learned the two differences of them. How fear can help you is by it can help you by, if you believe that, I'm going to tell you one of the fears that helped me, and I'm going to just share the story of what happened to me. When I was young growing up, I grew up in hoods. I grew up around bad people, seen some good people. Where when I grew up, I was young. And the young guys were into drugs. And they were always trying to get the young women like me into the drugs. I must tell you, my dear friends, when I tell you fear can help you, it will help you. I was so afraid and so scared to do drugs because of all I remember my dad and my mama said when I was little. And it's a good thing they put that fear in me. Still today, I have not ever touched a drug in my life, and this is honesty. My dad and mom used to always say, don't do drugs, it'll bust your heart. Don't do crack, don't do meth, don't do heroin, don't do all these drugs that is made to hurt you intentionally. So when other people came and introduced me to them, and the guys wanted me to do the drugs, I had so much fear in me. I was so scared that I was going to die, that it was going to bust my heart. Every time I looked at it and they tried to ease me to take it, I would cry and say, no, it's going to bust my heart. It's going to bust my heart. I don't want to die. That was a good thing. That fear kept me from every drug that was presented and put on the earth to kill and hurt others like me and you. I was so scared that I could not pick it up. And still today, I have not ever picked it up in my life. I am still scared and I still fear that same thing Dad and Mama told me when I was a little girl. That's two ways fear comes to either destroy you or help you. We should not allow fear to stop you from getting to where you need to be. Stopping your worth. What are you worth? Where you want to be? What do you want on this earth? That's something you have to decide on your own. Your inner being is going to let you know what you want. Your inner being, guys, is when I say your inner being. It's considered as, some people may call it God, Jesus. Some people call it the source resource, the energy resource. And, your inner being. Your inner being is that spirit that talks to you, that keep you motivated and keep you going. That's your inner being. A lot of people say, oh, it's God. A lot of people say it's Jesus. I call it my inner being. Because at the end of the day, We not here to know all the things that they wrote in the Bible, and we know that we was not here to see who wrote that, and nobody was here to see the things that they said about Jesus. We was not here to see that. So I call it my inner being. You call it whatever you may want. It's your business. I'm not here to judge you. You do what you like. But I'm here to let you know that your inner being is someone and something you can trust. Your inner being most likely going to lead you to the right things. But if you fearing things and you're too scared, then your inner being can't help you. Your inner being is not able to help you to get to where you need to be. You have to trust your inner being that it's going to lead you the right way. Trusting your inner being is as well as you be trusting God or your Jesus. That's trusting that voice that tells you this is what you need to be focusing on. This is what you need to be doing. You're trusting your inner being and you're getting to know your worth, what you're worth. Because your inner being will not put you down. It's going to tell you your worth. It's going to say you're worth more than that and you can have whatever you want. The sky is the limit, but you can only get it if you want it. So your inner being is something that's going to always be there to warn you, help you, to send you down the right path. We have to pay attention to the signs. And if you're not wise enough and understand it, then you're not going to ever know your worth. That's why a lot of people don't know their worth in life. They don't pay attention to anything or signs. They don't pay attention to things that's coming to warn them and to teach them some things. I had to learn my worth. I had to learn who Lacey was in order for me to be able to help others. A person that doesn't know their worth cannot teach others. If you're around people that doesn't know their worth, you should not allow them to teach you or tell you anything because they can't guide you. It's called the blind leading the blind. You don't need nobody blind to lead you if you're blind yourself. You can lead yourself if that's the case. So if you don't understand these things and know your worth, you're not going to move and go that far on the earth. You're not going to accomplish the things that you see the people around you accomplishing. You're going to be one of the people that stay behind. And then find yourself in a long run, when you're too old to even do anything, you're going to regret your life. We're supposed to live a life with no regrets. So you shouldn't ever have nothing in your mind or your heart that's with regrets. You should always be sure about yourself and satisfied of yourself and knowing who you are. You shouldn't doubt yourself at all. When you start to doubt yourself and start to believe you can't go nowhere in life and you can't be what you want to be in life, that's when you allow fear to take fully capacity over your life. You allow fear to destroy you. You allow fear to take over you and to stop you to knowing your well-being and what you are worth. When you stop these things and you allow these things to stop you, you lose the race. You lose of who you are. You won't ever be able to determine or to detect your worth. Because why? You allow other people and other things to know, to stop you. You allow other things to come and intervene. If you know a person around you that don't know their worth, and you know a person around you that is not a respectable, decent enough person to understand that you're trying to figure out who you are, and they keep speaking down on you and telling you, well, you know you ain't ever did nothing in your life. You ain't ever amounted to the things you want. Why are you trying now? You know it's going to keep continue being the same thing. You need to run from those people and eliminate yourself. Because that's what comes with not knowing your worth also. The people you will meet that don't understand it as well as you may understand it, they're not going to understand what level you're on. They're not going to understand when you're telling them that you're trying to stick to what you are worthy, and you're trying to go with it so you can get to everything you want. They won't understand that. They were stuck all their lives. They listened to other people that brainwashed them and made them believe their whole entire life that they're not worthy of anything and that they weren't going to ever be anything and that they weren't going to go anywhere on this earth. When you hang around and be around negativity like that, you're right. You will never know who you are worth, what you are worth, and how you're worth it. You won't ever be able to conquer the things that you want to conquer on this earth and the things you want to enjoy that is given to everyone, not just limitation. It's not a limitation on who will get it. When you know your worth, you will go for the biggest things that you ain't ever went for, because you're going to know who you are and know what you worth. When I found out my worth and I knew who I was, nobody could tell me anything anymore. They could not disappoint me. They could not bring me down. They could not make me feel unloved or hate myself from not accomplishing things that if I would have known a lot earlier, I would accomplish more things in my life. But that's not the case. That doesn't matter of the things that I didn't know before. All that matters is what I know now. And that I'm sticking to who I am and what I am worth. And for you to find out your worth and know who you are, you need to examine yourself. Listen to that inner being that's telling you you are wonderful, you are great, you are loved. You can have the whole world. You can have every luxury and every fantasy that your heart ever desired. You can have it. But if you don't believe in yourself and you don't know your worth, then you are one of the least people. You are one of the least people that will get the least result on the earth. You will be one of the people that live all your life and you won't ever accomplish anything that you wanted. You will die in sadness and in loneliness and miserableness because you are too old now. You don't allow so much negativity to stop you to get into your blessings where you need it to be. You should wake up every day knowing that you are blessed. It doesn't matter if you feel blessed. You're supposed to know that you are blessed. But if you wake up doubting yourself and saying today is another day like yesterday, nothing happened for me yesterday, nothing is going to ever happen for me, I will stay the way I am, and you keep repeating the same cycle over and over, not making a change, you're insane. You need some help. You shouldn't allow anything to physically stop you. Emotions, physical health, anything, people. Don't allow them to stop you or anything to stop you to getting where you need to be. You are the one that call all the shots in your life. You are the one that does everything for your life. You are the one that has to get up, get yourself ready, get yourself dressed, start your day off for the morning. We all get help from the Creator that give you the life of breath to wake up every day. If you believe you're going to wake up, then you're going to wake up. If you believe you're not going to wake up, it's what you believe, it's what's going to come into the equation. It's what you're speaking and bringing into your life. So if you believe positive every day, most likely, guys, 100%, you're going to get greatness and happiness out of your life. If you believe it and you're speaking it with all your heart, you're not allowing your situations around you to stop you from believing and trusting in yourself and knowing what you are worth. Your past doesn't mean nothing what you did in the past. You could have done every drug in the world. You could have been one of the biggest prostitutes, the pimps, drug dealers. That doesn't matter what your past done. All you need to focus on is your present and your future and where you're going. But you're not going anywhere if you don't know who you're worth and what is your worth on this earth. That's what stops a lot of people, guys. That's why I wanted to bring this subject up so bad. Because by you not knowing what you are worth, you cannot get to where you want, which is the promises, your promised land, your happy life, I call it. When you wake up every day and you breathe the beautiful air you were given. You were given a beautiful world to enjoy, flowers, trees, nice air, beautiful smells. You were given this world. It was unlimited to you. It given no limitations when you were born. It didn't say you would only be limited to this and this and that. And then other people would get everything. It doesn't work that way. It works on accordingly to who you are and what you believe in yourself, about yourself. If you're believing that you are worth everything and that you can have everything that the university offer you and everyone else as well, I guarantee you 95 to 100% you will get it. You will get it and nothing can stop you because you know your worth. That's when you become dangerous, guys, to other people. That's when you become dangerous to the world. When you know your worth. You know who you are. I know Lacey Worth. I know who is Lacey. Nobody has to tell me who is Lacey because I can tell them who I am inside and out because I took the time to know who I am. I took the time to see how worthy I was. I allowed fear to go out the back door and not ever return. I stopped the fear in my life to where I was going. I was stopping myself from getting to where I needed to be, of the fear of not knowing who I am, not knowing my worth. I allowed fear in people to do that. And I'm a living witness to still be alive here to share it with you and tell you guys that, hey, I made it. I had to keep researching myself and keep researching what is my worth and what I wanted. And when I continued to search myself and knew my worth and what I wanted, and I went forward and I knew that the world was mine and I get it if I want it, and nobody can stop me, that's when things begin to open up more for me. Just as well it's going to open up for you once you know your worth. As long as you're playing around negativity and people that don't mean you well, or you're allowing fear to keep you, you won't ever know your wealth. You won't ever know your worth. You won't ever know how wealthy you could be on this earth one day. You would never imagine the wealth that you will encounter once you know your worth and who you are. And the world is not just about money. It's not about that. It's more things that require. But I know a lot of people need money. A lot of people need things to help them to live. Our beautiful smile won't help us to live. Our beautiful characters and beautiful who we are is not going to keep us living. The money is going to keep you living on this earth. If you want to be successful and be able to take trips all year round, take your children on adventures and not just live, not just existing, guys. Most people just exist on the earth. They never get a chance to really live because they never gave themselves to know their worth, to know who they are. While you're still here, and if you're listening to me and you're still breathing, you have a chance, you guys. If you're listening to this video, it's not by accident. It's a reason why you're listening to it. You still have a chance to make it right for yourself. You have a chance to get whatever you want. The world is yours. When are we going to go out and take it? Take back what was stolen from you. Take back what didn't get to you at the time. You can go back and get everything back in just a short period of time. Soon as you know what you're worth and you know who you are, you become the most dangerous person on the earth. Not physically, as for having weapons to hurt people. When I say dangerous, you become dangerous because the people around you that haven't got to the fully understanding and the fully acknowledgement that you have received, they will not understand why you're so happy and jolly and why everything is flowing to you. Why is things coming to you that you could have never get before? You're going to become one of the worst people. You will become one of their enemies because most people is not going to be happy for you because you figured out the way before they did. It doesn't mean that you're more than them. No. We're all the same and equal. We all have equal rights. It's just that you were able to receive your worth. Not everybody's able to receive it. And when I say receiving it, let me break this down to you because I only have a couple of more minutes. When you receive something or allow yourself to receive something, you won't allow negativity to stop you. Meaning that all the negative people that's shoo-shooing in your ear, telling you it's not going to happen, you're going to stop them immediately and cut them off. And you're going to move your surroundings away from them so you can receive it. When you receive something, guys, you believe that you have it already. You believe that you got it already. It's already in your possession. That's when you're allowing yourself to receive something. It's no doubt. It doesn't matter how the situation may look. You may be believing to get something or have something you've been believing for 2 years and you still haven't got it. You keep believing and not doubting. But when you receive it, you have to receive it fully in your mind and in your heart. You have to know that you have it in your mind and know that you have it in your heart. You can't say one thing with your mind, oh, I have it and I'm going to get it. And in your heart and your other parts is telling something else. Your heart's saying, well, you never did get it before. You're not going to get it now. Those are two confusing things. They have to be on the same alignment. If you're not on the same alignment with what you're believing and what you're feeling, your feelings have to be the same thing of what you believe in order for you to receive it and to manifest it and make it become real. You make a dream become a reality. It comes into a real physical form. But it starts with you bringing it into reality. For example, when a person sets their mind to kill and murder, that's something that they set their mind to. They believe they're going to accomplish it. Their mind are telling them, I know I'm going to do it. I'm going to catch Frankie coming out of his back door and I'm going to give it to Frankie. When they believe that instant, even though it was evil and it was wrong, but I'm using things as an example to help you out. They believe and they trusted and knew that they was going to get Frankie. Nothing doubted them. It don't matter if their father told them, that's wrong what you're doing. I hope you get caught. I'm going to try to report you to Frankie right now. But if they believe it and seen themselves hurting Frankie, they will get to Frankie. And they will do exactly what they said. Why? They believed it. They accepted it into their inner being. Their mind and their heart was on the same alignment. The mind and the heart kept saying, kill Frankie, kill Frankie. I'm going to destroy Frankie. Because it was on the same alignment. The mind and the heart was both thinking and feeling the same thing. He received something that's evil, but he received to be able to go out and kill somebody. He did exactly what he told himself because he believed he could do it. If y'all would spend more time believing you can receive and get the things that you want and know your worth, you will have everything that you possibly wanted. Even some things that you never even asked for, you're going to get. But it starts with you knowing your worth. What are you worth, guys? What is your worth? Do you really know what your worth is? Do you really know who you are? If you don't, the world will pass you by and keep collecting all its treasures, and it will also collect your treasures. It starts with you. Learn your worth, you guys. Learn your worth. This is all we're going to get down packed today on learning your worth. Learn your work, study, get out there, do what you got to do in order to be worthy and to get everything that your heart desires because you are worthy. Nothing can stop you. Nobody can stop you. Nothing can stop you but yourself. Remember that. Self is our biggest enemy. It becomes our biggest enemy. It's no such thing as demons and devils stopping you. Don't believe in that. It's yourself that's stopping you. You, your own worst enemy sometimes. We need to know those things in order to move on and move forward. Some of you may need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and move on. You're going to know your worth. You're going to learn your worth. I had to do it. If I did it years ago, you can do it such as well. It was no excuse. We were all given the same opportunities. We were all given unlimitation. We're not limited. We're unlimited. Go out there and get your blessings. Stop allowing yourself to stop you. Get yourself up. Learn your well-being, knowing your worth, and you get to what you need to get. Stay in tune to my videos, everyone. I love you, my friends, everybody. Subscribe. Leave comments if you have any questions. Don't be afraid. You can go on there. You can comment me. You can use subscribe. You can like button. Even if you dislike, it doesn't matter to me. You do whatever you feel. But I hope y'all paid attention to this message. And I hope the rest of your day be fulfilled with happiness and worthness of knowing your worth. Until next time, guys, take care of yourself. Lacey out of here.